What's going on, yeah? Like 6 years ago, man was visiting the UK for like 2 weeks, and man already picked out the accent, yeah? Man was visiting London and that. You get me? Like it's a serious thing, but it's an easy thing, yeah? So like man was there for 2 weeks, already picked out the accent. You know, man, like Donovan, traveling the world and that. But 2 plus 2 is 4, -1, that's 3 quick maths. Everyday man's on the block, smoke trees. See your girl in the park. That girl was uckers. When the thing went quack, 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 you man were ducking. All tight, my man. Alright, I'm gonna start playing with y'all. Let's get straight into the video. What's going on, guys? Donovan here, back with another video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the best Shopify niches, because I know you guys are struggling picking like a niche in that, so I'm going to go over the best Shopify niches, like maybe like the top 10, top 12, I don't really know yet. But so if you're just getting into dropshipping, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, because I'm going to be uploading a bunch of new videos helping you guys out, so you don't want to miss them. And I'm just here to help you guys on your entrepreneurial journey. So yeah, don't miss out, and let's get straight into the video. Okay guys, so I'm on my desktop right now. I just brought out my notes, just wrote like the top niches down, and let me just go over them and how to sell them, because that's really important too. I mean, I can't just like list a bunch of niches and not tell you guys how to sell them. But so the first thing is, the best niche that I think is babies. That's my number one on the top niches. And you might ask like, why? Why is it babies? Why would it be babies? Hear me out. With a stroller, for example, you wouldn't want to buy like a stroller for your kid that like it's gonna break and hurt your kid, right? So people, they really want to, people spend good money for quality items for their babies and for their children. So keep that in mind. That's a really good niche. That's my number one niche. And to sell them, target emotion. I mean, pretty much all the time when you sell things, target emotions. But with this especially, target the relationship between parents and children and babies. And target like the emotional feeling of the relationship. That's gonna be like your key when you want to sell baby accessories. And then the next niche is pets. What are the second thing that people love the most after their children? Probably their pets. Any sort of animal that people have as a pet is a good niche. And you might think it's very saturated, and I mean, there are a lot of people that sell pet related stuff, but it's all about branding. If you can brand yourself correctly, you can sell basically anything. Because if you're branding yourself, you're unique, right? You want to make a unique brand. So then it's not as competitive and it's not as saturated if you're branding yourself correctly. If you're standing out from the crowd because you're branding yourself. So yeah, a helpful tip is always focus on branding. Because if you brand yourself, you can basically sell any of these niches and just choose the one that you think that you're most comfortable with and just brand it. And you're going to have a high chance of getting sales with these niches. So when you do pet, just target emotion and relationship between a dog lover, a dog owner, or a cat owner, and like the dog, like the emotional connection between the two. That's what you want to focus on when you're making ads. When you sell things, it's all about emotion, actually. It's all about the relationship when you sell things. It's not really about, here, I have this product. It's more like the relationship, the feeling that people get from products. And so then the third thing is, now this this niche is very interesting, because not a lot of people have list this. If you scroll around on YouTube, you're not gonna find this niche. Like it's not very common to find at all. But the marijuana niche is a very good niche. Like you might think it's illegal to sell, but it's not. You're not gonna sell actually like the marijuana. You're not gonna sell like the plant. You're gonna sell the accessories to the plant. That's what you're gonna sell. Because if you're thinking about it, drug use is very, very high, and drugs are something that can make people addicted. So that's why it's really, really good to sell the accessories. Now, when you market it on, if you market marijuana accessories on Facebook ads, it's not gonna work because it's against Facebook's terms of service. But you can market it using Instagram, which is the easiest way. If you use like top meme pages and like really, really big pages that have like an audience of teenagers, and if you market a marijuana product accessory, you're probably gonna get like a lot of sales, because this is key. If you see like the company Dabadoo, they're doing it very well. They're branding themselves, selling marijuana accessories, and they're doing very well on meme pages. And so then the fourth thing would be fitness. Now fitness, people really care about how they look. People are very like self-centered, and people, they are aware of how they look, and they want to look the greatest. A lot of people want to look the greatest. So and it's not that easy to look the greatest. So if you can come up with a product in the fitness niche that solves a problem, it's probably gonna be like a good item to sell, because fitness is very, very big. People spending thousands of dollars on fitness, right? Fitness subscription, the clothes, the water bottles, the gear is very expensive actually. For fitness, the gear is very expensive. So if you could like successfully dropship the gear, like all the machines and all the tools and all the small things, right, that comes with fitness, you could make a lot of money. And so then the fifth niche is trending movies, events, video games, and etc. Now this is interesting. Like this works extremely well for Instagram marketing. If you're marketing something that's trending, like a trending movie, event, video game, or anything, right? It works really, really well on Instagram for some reason. It works better on Instagram than it actually does on Facebook when you're like targeting cold traffic. So that's really interesting, actually. So like, if you want to find anything that's trending, just search up on Google like trending movies, like new and upcoming movies, new and upcoming events, new and upcoming video games, right? And just like Fortnite was a really, really big video game that just came, and like for movies, I don't even know. Like for movies, just like search up the new movies that are coming out by Marvel is very big. The what's it called? DC movies are very, very big as well. They have a very passionate audience as well. Stuff like that. If you make a store for it, right? You're gonna have to watch out a little bit because you can't really use the logos of. I mean, you can use like the figures, right, and all that, but you can't really use the name. So that's something you have to watch out. Like there's copyright with the movies, events, and video games, so you want to watch out for that. But if you sell like, I don't know, a drawing of like a drawing on a shirt of like the superhero in the movie, you can get away with that. And so then the sixth niche would be health and beauty. Now again, like it's the same with fitness. People, they want to look good. People want to be healthy. And people want to look good and be healthy, but this is a very hard niche to get in. Actually, the health and beauty is very, very difficult to get in because you have all these like these brands that they're branding themselves like really, really well, to say the least. Like it's a really, really big industry. It's probably like one of the biggest industries actually, which is why it's probably like the most competitive one. But there's a ton of money to be made in health and beauty. Like even like the top Shopify store in the world. What was her name? The Kardashian, right? I forgot their name. Khloe Kardashian. I don't know. There's too many Kardashians out there. But yes, the top Shopify store. She's actually selling lip gloss, lipstick. Right? That's the top. It's $1 trillion. She made more than $1 trillion in sales from selling lip gloss. One of the Kardashians, right? So she has like the best performing $1 trillion Shopify store in the world, and it just happened recently, so that's pretty great. And the seventh thing is nerdy toys. Now, like a lot of people, they have like some kind of nerdy obsession for I don't know, like just random things, right? Like people are like some people are kind of like nerdy with the toys, for example. Like some people have like the collectibles and superheroes. Some people have like drawings, the art. Some kind of like nerdy little thing, that a little niche that people they like and are interested in is very, very good to sell, because usually like the people that are kind of nerdy about something, they're usually like really passionate about it. So that's a good niche to be in. So the eighth thing is gadgets that solve a problem. Now, one of my best selling items actually was something. Now, I'm just gonna give it away to you guys because it doesn't matter. Like I can't make any more money with it now because I tried and my ads that they were kind of failing now because I scaled too quick. It's a long story, but don't jump into Facebook ads. It's basically what I can tell you, unless you have a big budget, because that's what I did wrong. But I was selling something that fixes your posture. It's like a posture corrector. It fixes your posture, and it surprisingly sold like very, very well. And I was like, whoa, this is crazy. Because it solved the problem. It's something that people they kind of like. People, they care about their body, right? And if you walk like this, right? I mean, if you walk like this, which I do actually a lot of times, but you know, like a lot of people when they're on the computer, their phone, always looking down, their posture gets kind of messed up. If you can solve like something like a posture corrector, any kind of gadget or item that solves a particular problem, that's key. That's key, guys. Like that's actually key. You can that's actually very easy to sell. If you're selling something that actually like legit solves a real problem. Usually, it can be like any problem that's depending on how big it is, but that's actually one of the easiest things to sell. If people have like a real problem and you found an actual solution that's not just gonna like scam them, then you're really good off. And so then the ninth niche is yoga. Now I don't know, I'm not really sure why actually. I don't personally understand yoga too much, but I know that girls, they spend a lot of money on yoga leggings and stuff like that. That's actually one of the best selling items in the world, yoga leggings. But the yoga niche is very interesting. It's a very big niche, and I don't even know that many people in real life that do yoga, but apparently there's a lot because it's one of the biggest niches. Everywhere you go, they always like say yoga is one of the biggest niches, and there's a bunch of it's one of the biggest niches as well. And I mean, I don't even know. But so if you like yoga, I mean, you might as well just give it a try, right? And so then the last niche, well, probably my least favorite niche, to be honest, is apparel. Now this is like the thing that most people, they jump in, and yeah, I don't really like it, but I mean I am kind of biased, but I just listed it on here as well because I mean the facts show that it is one of the top selling niches of all time is apparel of Shopify stores. So I mean I can't hate on that, right? Like I even bought like a Champions hoodie for $80. I mean, but apparel is a very, very big niche now. But this is probably one of the most hard thing to sell because it's all about branding. It's literally all about branding. It's not like, because who really needs like an expensive hoodie anyway, right? Apparel is very, very difficult to sell. Usually because it's basically all just branding. Like the product is not very useful because like anybody can buy a hoodie that costs like $8 or $10, right? So and you just go to H&M, get yourself a hoodie for a much cheaper price. But apparel is hard to sell, but it's one of the biggest niches. So if you can brand yourself correctly, and what I mean by that is actually just if you're using Instagram, make like real content that's not just in your face and just like tries to sell you something. Like try to make a story on your Instagram feed. Like kind of make like a certain theme on your Instagram feed. Like upload like I don't know, like nature is kind of a good example. Like upload like nature with a certain filter, and then like somebody wearing your shirts like all around, like not that noticeable but still noticeable slightly, right? Just like look at like all the big apparel brands and to get an idea of that. And yeah, that's what I recommend if you're doing apparel. But the branding is key, guys. Branding is key. Branding is the key to selling all of these niches. Branding is the key to selling all of these niches. So yeah. In this video, I went over like the top 10 niches. And if you found this video helpful, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe because I'm going to be uploading a bunch of new videos helping you guys out. You don't want to miss them. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.